You see this?
Conan Clarkson, you fat fuck.
Hey, Bo.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man.
Last I saw you, you were a corporal.
Yeah, last time I saw you, you were working with terrorists. What's going on?
Last time you saw me, I was a sergeant, actually, and I've worked hard for my demotion, sir.
Okay, nice. I'm still a corporal.
About my warrant.
Okay.
Nice.
Shit.
Hold on, dude, that's Carlo right there. Dude, Carlo!
I choose you, Otter.
Dude, that's Hutch right there. You see him?
That shit gonna fall
Hey, Carlo.
Gavin, what's up, dude?
Bear, baby, bear.
Hey, listen, good to see you guys.
Hey, what's
Gavin,
up, man?
can we have a chat in the back?
Yeah,
Can we have
sure.
a chat
Yeah, let's go. Come on, let's go
have a
chat.
quick word
I'm on
over
duty.
Let's go.
here. Can you mind if I have a quick word with you, Gavin, in the back?
Sure.
You know, it's funny. I actually watched Rami a little bit last night. I opened up Kick, watched his stream. And I can say unequivocally, if there was...
But your goofy mug helped time fly by. Much appreciated.
Yo, Rod, think of it 300 bits. If there was a way to be the epitome of everything that you hate in a cop, Rami achieved that yesterday for himself by playing Conan himself. I watched him play for like 20 minutes. He was chasing Ricky Riz. Brother, he didn't give a fuck. He was broadsiding cars. He was hitting motherfuckers head on. He was fucking spam tasing. He was, brother, it was some of the craziest shit I've ever seen. It was some of the craziest shit I ever seen.
I think Hutch is missing that point here. With Ricky Riz, we wasn't trying to take him to jail. That's the thing, is we was just fucking around. We was just gonna beat him up and stuff like that. We wasn't taking him to jail to put him to jail for so long, you know what I'm saying?
So anytime that Rami wants to open up his mouth about bitching about how hard cops go on him or anybody, I'm just gonna pull up the VOD and be like, you can look at any of these points. Please pick on an array of options. You're the same on Hutch. Fuck yeah, I am. Absolutely, I am. That's the funniest part.
Big J.
But the thing is that
SBS,
whenever
yeah.
I'm playing on cop, they always use that against me. Oh, but if you were on Hutch, if you were on Hutch, if you were on Hutch, now I get to say the same shit to them.
Bro, did we catch Ricky at all, chat? If you look at it, right, Grant has never brought Ricky to jail. Like, I could have Ricky dead to rights, and I just don't bring him to jail. So, like, this right here is super out of context. Even the motherfuckers that shot the cops that day, when they shot at us, like Piper and them, gave them 40 minutes in jail. So, yeah, we were going hard on Ricky and them because it was fucking SBS. We wasn't going to take him to jail. So this is super out of context. He watched 20 minutes of a 3-hour chase, so he has no context. Exactly.
Brother, the light poles, Rami driving in a pursuit, hey, insurance.
Rami's gonna see this in fucking. Even if you send him to jail, it would be like 40 minutes. Yeah, but the thing is, we were just. That's why do you think we had 8 already? Because it's like, yo, like say like Ricky hops out and fucking starts shooting. We don't want it to turn into some serious shit where he's going to jail for 3 minutes. It's like, yo, we already have our guys already. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Piper was really good with that RP.
Those motherfuckers losing money on them light poles. God bless. God bless.
So just for context for anybody that didn't watch yesterday, that was.
The difference is Conan doesn't pocket wipe in 1 second. You're right. He doesn't pocket wipe in 1 second. He just hits people head on at 90 miles an hour and fucking plays bumper cars on the freeway for 30 minutes straight.
5,000. You don't know this. The 100 goats.
This gotta be fake. Old Hawk party. Don't you leave it? Scared. Corner G. Some of y'all gonna be hurt.
As Conan comes around more. Is that a rage bait? As Conan
100%.
I watched yesterday. I just don't know what this guy is saying.
Hutch said you're not getting Rangers unless Conan comes around more. Is that a
Hutch is acting like busting as a VDM. It's not even about that, right? Hutch knows how to SBS when he's SBSing with us, right? But I'm saying like the whole point of us with Ricky and stuff. It was a fucking 2.5 hour chase. They hit us a bunch of times head on. So we just turned up the aggression, but we wasn't even gonna take them to jail. That was the whole point. It was just like, yo, fuck man, who can we make content within the server? Because we just did ESB, that was fun. We just did Bossa Montes. Let's do. Oh, I know, Bang Bang. Let's do Ricky Riz. That's exactly what we did with Ricky Riz. We was trolling the whole time. For instance, look at the Bossa Montes, right? We were messing them up. They end up stabbing us, and we're like, yo, we're gonna 13A, blah blah blah. We was joking. We 13A, but we're like, yo, nothing happened. And you seen some of the cops pull up that wasn't part of the scene, and like, what? Like they were upset about it. You could tell, but we were just playing around. Literally, no one went to jail on our watch, but the motherfucker Piper and them that shot us, and they got 40 minutes. And if you know how to talk to crims, they'll, ain't no lawyer, I'm going to jail, blah, blah, blah.
rage bait?
Nope.
Because I am Park Rangers. Hutch can go fuck himself.
You know, I find it absolutely insane how you don't have you don't play a character for months and weeks on end, and then you come back demanding shit. I find that insane.
He can suck my dick.
Thank you.
I find that insane.
No. Stop. Yeah. Thank you, baby. Daddy's coming, okay?
I wouldn't even go make a new fucking department then.
Yeah, we'll play Roblox today.
Instead of copying what I do. Dick.
Months and weeks on end, and then you come back demanding shit. I find.
They all do that shit. Yeah, they all do it. It's not even. Pretty much every big streamer does it because that's just what they do. It's not. I don't even see it a bad thing.
That insane.
He can suck my dick.
I find that insane.
I wouldn't even go make a new fucking department then instead of copying what I do. How about that?
Copying what you do, brother. You literally been playing Park Ranger Conan Clarkson for 7 fucking years because you can't think of anything else to do. What are you talking
What is going on here, bro?
about? You don't get to make something 7 fucking years ago and then claim that people are copying you. How about we do something different? I've been playing Rami and Conan for 7 years.
Did this just go left? What the fuck?
But that was a rage bait. Nice try, Kibbs. He's not stupid. He wouldn't say that. Show me the clip.
You know what's insane about everything that we just said, chat? You know what's insane about it? All of you fucking believed it. Who fell for it? Who fell for it? Who fell for it? Little bitch made motherfuckers. Hey, listen, at the end of the day, man, I've told you guys this before. I will tell you guys this again. There's certain times whenever we say things in role play. Oh, this guy isn't going to do this. This guy isn't going to do that. Blah, 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 blah. When push comes to...
Quill's been on before.
And he's blunt.
Bro, you know the fucked up thing? Bro. Before we ended up leaving NoPixel, like just before that, like maybe like a month or two, like Coil messaged me and was like, yo, I want to come on the podcast. I'm down for whatever, dude. And I'm like, yeah, let's, me and him were going back and forth on dates. Should've got that bitch, man, on fucking pod, man. I fucking was sleeping on that, man.
Coil's very.
He's very
listen,
blunt.
Coil like tends to like be
Would've
pretty
been
good
cool.
about listening to feedback about a lot of stuff. So, I mean, I've even just seen.
Make a clip for drama, please.
Hutch said you're not getting Rangers unless.
I was so confused.
Conan comes around more. Is that a rage bait?
Be honest.
Months, CB Hex, thank you for the 21.
Look at this. Vinny, honestly weird. What did I do? What did I do? Vinny, honestly, what did I do?
There's a reason they never invited us, chat. They never wanted us involved with it.
Vinny went to Brazil and got himself a new Costco instantly. What are these comments?
Worried about showing us the factory on a server we never go to.
Vinny isn't for the family. What did I do?
Yo, Vinny is like funny as fuck, bro. Vinny be like, what did I do? Proceed to tell him. Then he goes, I don't do anything. I'm so for you guys. Yo, but by the way, I'm taking LSR. I'm gonna lie to Taco and say to Taco this and that and that. And if you try anything, I'm gonna do this and blah blah blah. So you fuck around, you're gonna find out. What did I do? Bro. I don't even want to watch the clips of what he was saying to Taco because I don't want to be tilted. But I know Taco wasn't falling for it, but it's just so funny how he tried to disband LSR by fact. Vinny will say he's joking, but if it worked, he would have, But in Shot's defense, all right, I'm going to say this. He probably doesn't think LSR means too much to Zo. But Zo should go snitch on his ass for that for the underground shit, really and truly. And then we're going to see who's playing around. Like, well, since you want to take LSR, something that belongs to me, and all my other shit, we're gonna bring the whole chimney down.
Dude, they're just they get mad anytime they get like they're what you call it? Vinny, that spot in the other city, he doesn't want anyone to know about it.
Where are we going? This isn't with the way.
LSR knows about it, it's the thing, but
I might get a second.
he wants to turn that into something bigger in another city, you know what I mean? So he doesn't want the boys to know.
Don't even bother coming to America.
Yeah, I know. I was told about that way early, and I just.
You're a little bitch.
No. There are certain things that I gotta respect.
Oh, better not show this clip. Fucking, he gonna be mad. The best thing Suarez needs to do is just say he's scared of Vinny, and he was super scared. So my point is, right? I gotta be more hard ass though. And then yesterday you see a chat, oh, you taking this thing too serious? Yeah. It's serious when the rabbit's got the gun, right? But it's funny otherwise, else. That is true. That is true. But sometimes you gotta be super shot. Sometimes you gotta be the light. Sometimes you gotta be the light. Sometimes you gotta be the light to show what's going on in the dark. You know what I'm saying? I heard this before. Stand up more. I think I've been standing up more. Chat's been saying, yo, you've been standing up for more. I've been standing on business. The thing is, when I say stuff, it comes across as I'm molding or those bitching, but I'll be making motherfuckers not play with me. Okay. I didn't fold. I didn't fold. I didn't even go. And second of all, yeah, like if a motherfucker's gonna get chased, I'm gonna help him. I'm not gonna let him go to jail. He's gonna go to jail for murder. By the time you come back, Vinny will own LSR. Taco's not, first of all, Taco will never let that happen. And yeah, but I know what you're saying. Then he's like, oh, I left. And then he almost like manipulated Curtis, which was crazy to me. And it just turned into this whole... It just turned into this whole... Hell yeah, Hex seems is just doing it. Well, all right. All right, chat. So I think Vinny creates good drama, right? Good conflict, and you know, he puts himself in a bad guy position a lot. And I do admire that as a role player because, you know, it's not fun to have fucking chatters shit on you nonstop, right? But it's like what chat says sometimes. Rami says, like, then he'll complain about it like out of character. So then it becomes like it just starts, the lines start to blur. So you're like, oh, I'm not really sure what's going on. But the conflict is good. I like the conflict. But I think for Zoe in character, Zoe's character is like has been way too passive with Vinny. And I think it's time to like do something big. I think it's time to do something big. What like draws the line, like stop playing with Big Zoe. Because it's been like this for like a couple years now. So maybe when we come back, we do something big. Zoe, I see, should be 90% done with Vinny. Yeah, I agree with that. Because what, like, you know, like if you're looking storyline wise, right? like from a story, like what has Vinny has done everything to fuck Zoe over and laugh about it. Right? If we go back into like the storylines, I see, chat. From Last Train Diner to fucking the weed arc in NoPixel, then the meth, the beginning, not when they started doing, not them doing meth, in the beginning when he was like, oh, you ain't touching meth, just little stuff like that. Then down to the coke, the Wu Chang, the LSR. There's a bunch of stuff. No, 8 minutes. So, Crash Out Zoe season. You're right. That was a good analogy. Like for Zoe, you know. But Zoe is like, you know, loyal to the boys. But at the same time, it's like, that's why Rami's like, you're right. Because it's like, what? Has Vinny done? Yo, chat, y'all remember the weed game 4.0? Brother, we couldn't grow that shit. And that's why I said, like, if you look at the weed game, right? Vinny's tactic is very, very, very smart, by the way. Okay, and this is, again, when I say Vinny, not shots, Vinny as a character, he'll come in, create confusion, and be like, yo, da-da-da-da, create drama. Like, he'll start it off in the morning, and then he'll get K alone and be like, yo, nobody's doing anything. And then K will be like, Vinny, I need you to run the shit. And then Vinny runs the shit, and then now he controls the shit. Brother, he does it with everything. He was trying to do it with coke, but I was on that ass. He was doing morning grows, but I think he really didn't do it with coke because he's just too busy. But he really wanted to do it with coke. But he did it with Wu Chang, bro. You seen it. He literally like put it this way. Vinny could have been there, right? And been like, yo, okay, I know you're frustrated right now, but Zoe has put in a lot of work, but you got to understand there's a lot of stuff that he needs from behind the scenes, da-da-da-da-da. But, you know, I'm willing to just reach out to a few people, let Zoe continue doing his thing. He goes, what? What is Zoe doing? Okay, don't worry. I'll run this stuff. I'll get it going. Blah, 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 blah. If anything. And then now, in K's eyes, all right, Vinny's got it. And then who does Vinny come to and has a side note? Don't worry, Zoe. I got it. I'll help you. Me and you will do all this together. And then Vinny goes back and takes credit from it. But then he has no idea what's going on with the music scene. But then he'll ask me, and then he'll go and imply. That's why he had a meeting by himself with like Wicked and stuff. So all these people call him. That's why it's like, yo, I want K to know I'm done with Wu Chang. Not because I'm complaining about it. It's just because he's going to manipulate it and take all the credit for it. That's also the fault of K, though, not listening 100%. Nobody said, no, and that's 100%. You're 100% right, Black. Like, because they know K's so busy, K's more of like, he's the leader, so he's the overseer. So he's like, there's 10 things going on, chat. 10 things, right? So he's more like, okay, well, what's going on with 2, 3? Okay, 4. Oh, 3? Oh, Junior ain't doing weed properly? Okay, yo, Vinny, you do it. 5? Okay, that's the meth. What is Suarez doing with the meth? Oh, Suarez is not growing? Okay, well, let Curtis grow. Like, kind of like, that's how it is. Because in K's mind, he's built a team where he can trust enough to delegate. And if someone's not doing it, he can, you know. But K might not know Suarez can't grow meth because Suarez needs a bunch of XYZ, which takes XYZ amount of time, right? But Vinny won't know either. But Vinny will just come in and say, and Curtis did make a point. A lot of the boys do that too. Well, they'll just be with K and be like, come on, man. If I was there, I would do it too. So Curtis did make a point. I don't know what he was talking about. Like, oh, you agree, you do it. A lot of the boys do it. Zakid sometimes does it. Peanut sometimes does it. Like, a lot of the boys do it, bro. Right? But it's not I don't think they're doing it in a bad way. I think they're just doing it in a way to diffuse the situation in the moment and be like, maybe I can do it. But Vinny will be like, Vinny know what he's doing, you know? I remember a conversation you had with Ricky about getting things going in Wu Chang again not long ago. Yeah, and also, you know, majority of viewers are not watching, so they're just only watching one POV. K knows Vinny is off limits from the jewelry store because he knows the informant. Yeah, so the jewelry store, this is what would happen, right? And Vinny also shifts his weight. He knows, you know, it's kind of like, he knows people are just going to bring him shit. He incites, you know what I'm saying? So if it was jewelry store, he would be having a bunch of people bringing him shit and being like, yo, Zakid ain't doing shit. Like, that's what he would say. And now he took over the jewelry store. But that's just the character he's playing. But to be honest with you, I get what you guys get frustrated as far as Zoe, because you're like, yo, Zoe, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this doesn't make any sense for your character. What are you still doing? So I get it from like a viewer's perspective on like, that's why I was kind of like, yo, I need to revamp my character because sometimes I get lost in like the blurred lines a little too much.